EST has become famous for using those dark ethnic beats in pretty much all of his projects. Today I'm going to show you how I make dark ethnic samples in that exact style. So this project started off in BPM of 152, and I actually started it with a starter of mine and it sounded like this. Now, because I already have a loop made with that starter, I exported a section out of the starter and I obviously sped it up to 152 because the starter was in 140 BPM, and then I added some effects to make it unique. Then I added this initial reverse from initial audio, put it on 1 bar. What this effect plugin does, it's pretty much a halftime, but just for reverse. And I also added the underwater preset from my 3-Wish multi-kit. I'll leave a link in the description, which made it sound like this. That's just an easy trick whenever you need inspiration. Just take some old starter of yours, cut some stuff out there, either put it into Fruity Slicer and slice it up in a new pattern, or add some crazy effects to flip it. Second thing I did, I found this phrase on Splice and I just added it in, changed the BPM obviously, and added some reverb. Then I added this slow piano from Contact, pretty simple. Leaving the second and the fourth bar blank to make it more unique. As for VSTs, I used the Noir Pure Dark preset from Contact. Next up I added accent from my Antidote one-shot kit, which sounds like this. Yeah, accents and stuff like that just give it more unique texture and can make it way more interesting. Whenever you want to make those dark ethnic EST melodies or samples, add some strings. You cannot forget the strings, and my favorite place to get those strings is Opus with the East-West libraries installed. So either we have the East-West solo violin, which is fire, we have East-West Silk, which is fire as well, or one of my favorite, Dark Side, which has a lot of ethnic sounds as well. In that case I chose the East-West solo violin, went to the long presets and chose the lyrically fast preset. And if you have fire sounds, all you really need to do is lay down a simple pattern like I've done. It's just a half step pattern between the 3 and the 2 of the scale. Pretty simple, but it sounds very fire in the context of the whole melody. One thing that is unique that I did here is I added a halftime on like 27% because I wanted to make the violin more full and give it that low end as well. Then a basic reverb, 2.3 second delay, rather big, just to make it even wider. And a little EQ to cut out some of the high ends. Last thing I added was a bass, pretty simple sub bass. Sub bass is from Heat Up 3 Urbanese, my favorite bass preset of all time. Then I pretty much just exported it out to play with the pitch, but I left it the same because I found it sounded the best in E minor, and that's a final sample with some drums.